Hello, my name is Anissa Keys.
My name is Houston White.
I'm Markella Smith.
I'm the owner and founder of Aruba Emotional Health Services, also the owner and founder of the Healing Center, and the owner and founder of the Northside Epicenter, a Black business ecosystem.
I am a serial social entrepreneur. I own a coffee company, a barbershop, a real estate company, a clothing company, and a hair and skincare line.
I am the owner of the Dream Shop, a gift shop that has items from different entrepreneurs from around the Twin Cities. Most of them are Black, most of them are women, but everything that we carry is sourced from a small business, from an artist, and from an entrepreneur.
My real goal is to build businesses that break down barriers and build economy, specifically for North Minneapolis, creating industry that ultimately catalyzes community.
It means showing my children that they can do anything that they put their mind to, that they can dream big, that they can beat the odds.
The opportunity to provide products and services to my community is really important in making sure that they can be held to a standard that I sort of get to set instead of having a boss or another corporate entity in the community providing those services.
Owning a business to me is just more than being able to say that I own a business. It's actually showing our youth that they can achieve anything.
It means representation. It means transferring values. It means legacy. I come from a long line of entrepreneurs, and entrepreneurship has been my and my family's way of building freedom.
We are very specific in going to where clients are at, meeting them where they're at, supporting them where they're at. And that's a service model that is not necessarily held by a lot of other providers within my industry. Because oftentimes the providers that are in those seats that are able to provide those services are not necessarily reflective of the community that really needs them. So for example, Black and brown bodies who, especially in North Minneapolis, are being targeted at higher rates, are being hurt and harmed at a lot higher rates, oftentimes will not make it into an office space traditionally, and mainly because the services have not necessarily been created to support them. Providers are not reflective of them. And so it's important that I am in this seat, that I produce and create an agency that is able to honor those folks, that is able to receive and embrace and provide supportive services for folks that look like that.
That's one thing I have to shout out my Northside community for showing up and in clutch time and helping me build shelves and get this place open.
It's the village. It's truly the community that has helped me. Honestly, it's been seeing people like Mr. King when I was young, Black man who owned a convenience store on Plymouth Avenue.
When I see other Black bodies working towards their own goals of becoming independent business owners, working towards generational wealth building, right? Building for themselves and knowing the challenges that they've been met with, I know that when I see them doing it, it inspires me to think okay, I can keep going.
When our community walks in the door, everyone always says, it feels so good in here. And the goal for me was to create a business that felt like home and felt like community, and had a boutique feel, but obviously still had a Northside feel.
Quite frankly, coffee shops and barbershops are historically places where people gather in any neighborhood. It really provides kind of a mecca, an extension of people's living room. It's an epicenter.
North Minneapolis has not become a destination spot. Corporate businesses that are able to sort of just get up and just move and leave and sort of without any replacement for supportive services or products. It's a food desert. If we own businesses, real estate, we're more inclined to, of course, produce and provide services and products that are reflective of the community that we're in. The better off this community is, right? The better off all of the other communities around it are.
Business ownership is, in my personal opinion, one of, if not the only ways to truly build generational wealth. You can't pass down a job, but you can pass down a business. You can pass down the knowledge and the skills to build a business. And ultimately, America was built on enterprise. So you have to have Black people enterprising to really be able to build that generational wealth that this country is known for and was founded on.
Hopefully I'm building a business that actually can get passed down to my children. And if they see it, then down to their children. but it helps to open the door to other possibilities. And again, it's showing our youth something different, and so that they can grow up and perhaps not just get a job, but build a business within the community as well.
It's a wealth building strategy, and it's probably one of the most powerful wealth building strategies. I mean, as an employee, you're always sort of restricted to like wherever you can go within your company. Business ownership, there's no ceiling. You have the ability to sort of set a goal for yourself, be able to to build in a way that doesn't allow you to be restricted. I consider myself a wealth builder. It's a really important part of like the work that I do. My hope is that I am also like training up and bringing others alongside me on this journey. I'm able to use my business like as a way to sort of take that profitability and acquire other real estate, which has sort of been like my business model. And so it really gives you the leverage and the power to be able to build.
In order for Minneapolis to be recognized as a world-class city, it has to have a thriving Black middle class. You have to have a Main Street that is vibrant, that creates jobs, that inspires the next generation. So the City of Minneapolis is helping a community, but also helping itself. And so it's an imperative for this region, for this place, to remain viable and competitive in the American landscape.
I think it's important for the City of Minneapolis to support Black businesses during Black Business Week because we need more of them. And Black Business Week is an opportunity to support the ones that we have already, but also encourage people to open new businesses within Minneapolis. It's hugely important that the Black businesses within Minneapolis are uplifted and supported and marketed to all of the city.
We have been in survival mode for the last couple of years. It has been really challenging to sort of even get through the day, right? Seeing the murder of George Floyd, working through the civil unrest, I think it has really placed us in a space of only thinking about today. And when you think about business, like you cannot think in business terms and think survival. You have to be able to think to thrive. We need to get out of the space of like, we are just getting by, we are just surviving. That we have the ability to build and create for ourselves and for our community, something that's going to leave a legacy. I think it's important for us to move into a space of legacy building and not just living for today.